Hey everyone, David Coe, the Co Real Estate Group. Hey, hope you had a great holiday and your 2026 is off to a great start. With 2025 officially behind us, I figured it'd be a good time to take a look at the real estate market. I did a longer version of this if you really want to see the nitty gritty, but here's some of the highlights. First of all, looking at interest rates, you can see that, back in May, we were in the high sixes, but we ended up almost into the 5% range. So in the low sixes over the second half of the year, which is great. We really haven't seen the impact of that yet. In fact, when you look at pending sales on these charts, the blue is Los Angeles County, the red is Orange County. Boy, pending sales just fell off a cliff at the end of the year. But I think a lot of people were just kind of putting off buying decisions until the new year. So we'll see what happens coming into January. Closed sales continue to be a problem, even though we've been pretty much in the same levels for the last 3 years, but we're well below the normal transactional volume that we have in this market and around the country. Month supply is growing, but when you look at month supply historically, we're still pretty balanced as a market. Although I will say that we're probably trending more to into a buyer's market. One of the things I think is interesting is when you look at the percent of original price. Back in COVID, everything was above list. Now everything's below list. So showing that buyers have a little more leverage. And then lastly, looking at prices, we've been pretty stable, especially in Los Angeles County for the last 3 years. We are, maybe just getting some inflationary price appreciation, but nothing to speak of. So prices have stabilized, rates are coming down, and I think buyer sentiment is starting to improve. So we're thinking 2026 is going to be a bigger year, maybe not a normal year in real estate, but maybe a bit more transactional volume than we've had in the last 3 years. So hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, we'd love to talk to you specifically about how this affects your situation.